Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My voice is going to be a little weird because I'm at the end of the cold, so we're just going to work with it. Today I'm going to go over my 2017 goals and how I did, and then let you know my 2018 goals. If you want to see my 2017 goal video, I'll link it up above for you, so you can check that out if you want. So let's just jump right in. So my first goal was to read one book a month. I wanted to consistently be reading something. I didn't want to go like 2 months without reading a book. And I totally blew this out of the water. It was great. I was always reading something. It was great. I loved it. My next goal was I didn't want to buy a bunch of books at one time and have a huge TBR. I wanted to buy books that I would read soon, like within the next month or two. That was a total fail. If that is your goal, do not go to library book sales. They will get you. They will get you. Unless you're only going there for specific books and you have a list, because if that's the case, you just won't find those books, because, you know, Murphy's Law. So totally failed on that one. My next goal was I wanted to check out bookstores in my area that weren't Barnes and Nobles. That was a total fail. Like, you know it's a total fail when you have the same goal. Like, it's my goal again this year because I totally forgot about it for 2017. So, yeah. It'll be great. It'll be great. Unless you count the library book sale that I started going to because it's in the next town over. And unless you count that. My next 3 goals were all channel goals. So I wanted to review every book I read and do it within a timely manner. Ultimately I failed at this. I failed. I did not do reviews for every book I read. I did most of them. Off the top of my head, the ones that I didn't do reviews for were the Hunger Games trilogy and the Lunar Chronicles series. And that I was just like, you know what, there's so many of them out there already. I think, you know, I'll just get that stress off because I was trying to cram them all in Vlogmas. Yeah. So I failed at doing every single book, and I also failed at doing them in a timely manner, considering I tried to do Vlogmas to catch up on all my review videos. So we're gonna try for that again this year. My next goal was to make better quality reviews. And I made this goal after I just finished a children's lit class that required a lot of critical thinking when reviewing a book. And while I appreciate what I learned, I don't have the brain capacity to be critically thinking for my job, for my schoolwork, and for my fun reading. So that didn't go quite as I planned. But what I wound up doing was, after I finished a book, because I don't usually read new releases very often, so a lot of my stuff is backlisted, and if it is a new release, it's already been out for a few months. So I'll go on Goodreads, and I will check out the bad reviews. And I will address those bad reviews in my review videos or my blog posts, which you've probably seen already. So then I'm not critically thinking, like, I'm not analyzing these books crazy, but I am, you know, trying to add more substance to my reviews. So I'm going to give myself credit for accomplishing that. I also think it's good because I don't pick up on everything. Like, even if I am, like, critically thinking, I don't, like, in my children's lit class, I didn't pick up on everything that my fellow classmates picked up on, and so it helped with the discussion and all that stuff, and that's just part of the fun of reading. So my last goal was to edit my videos down so there wasn't as much rambling and and yeah and all that kind of stuff, so that I could do closed captioning on my videos. That went out the window real quick, guys. That went out the window so super quick. And I feel horrible about it. Like, I really do feel bad. But I barely have time to, like, edit my videos, let alone do the closed captioning. Because YouTube doesn't, like, YouTube tries to do it, but it's not always that good. Especially because I know I can talk really fast sometimes, or if you have an accent, or if you're sick and you might wind up mumbling something. I don't know. But anyway, it's the things that I did see in the closed captioning when I did have time to do that was comical. So, okay, so let's see. That was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so out of 6 goals, I did 1, 2. Good job, Maria. Good job. You're amazing. You're amazing. Okay, so now on to my 2018 goals that I have written down here. Once I get through my TBR cubby over there, I'm not sure how I'm going to handle that yet. I really should get on that. I want to look for more indie authors. One of my favorite new trilogies has been the Crown of Stones trilogy by C.L. Schneider, and she's a local indie author. And I know there's been discussions, like when Carve the Mark came out, about essentially the trash that the publishing world puts out, the mainstream publishing world. And yes, there's gonna get trash put out. You know, you tell them what you want with how you spend your money. And I know not every indie book I find is going to be amazing, but that's where I want my time and my money to go to. If there is a mainstream book, you know, I'm not going to say I won't read it, but I definitely want to include more indie authors. So if you have any indie author recommendations, definitely leave them down in the comments. My next goal is to read more middle grade. And that is because my daughter is 8 years old. And I don't want to say she loves to read, like she's not like constantly reading, but she's reading more than I expected, like an average kid to. So she likes to read. And I want to be able to talk to her about the book she's reading. You know, oh, what did you think of this part? You know, that sort of thing. I want to be able to have a discussion with her about books, because I know that that's one of the fun things about reading, is talking to other people about it. So, like last week, over Christmas break, she finished Charlotte's Web, and I couldn't talk to her about it because I've only ever read the movie. Good gracious. I've only ever seen the movie. So, you know, I want to be able to talk to her about things like she's got Nancy Clancy books that I've never read. I got her a couple of my favorite middle grades when I was young, Walk Two Moons and Island of the Blue Dolphins. She hasn't read them yet, but, you know, I want to be able to have these kind of discussions, because I swear the only thing she's talked to me about is Pokemon and My Little Ponies. Now, even though I am a Pokemon OG fan, and I am Brony, there's only so much I can take in a day. And when she starts at 7 a.m. before coffee, no, we need more. We need more. So, like, she loves Star Wars, but she talks to my husband about that, because don't get me wrong, I love Star Wars, but I don't know all the nitty gritty details like my husband does. So it's just, I want us to have something else, you know, because if I'm reading what she's reading, our discussions can grow with those books. You know, there's only going to be so many My Little Pony and Pokemon episodes, you know what I mean? So, okay, so that's my reasoning for that. If you have any middle grade recommendations, leave them down below, baby. And then finally, my last goal for 2018 is to reread my favorite books. All of these books that are like 5 stars that I want to reread. I want to reread them. Last year was the first year I ever reread any book, and it was fun. I loved it. Like, I've never reread Harry Potter, ever. Like, I realize it's almost as blasphemous as saying I've never read Harry Potter, or that I don't like Harry Potter, but, you know, I've never reread them, and I want to revisit these worlds and these places that I hold a special place in my book heart for, you know? So, that's what I have. Those are my goals. If you did a video or a blog post like this, definitely link it down below. Otherwise, definitely let me know a few of your 2018 goals. They don't have to be bookish, I promise. And if you want to see more content from me, hit that subscribe button. And if you are a fan of goals, give it a thumbs up. Give the video a thumbs up, I should say. Alright guys, I will see you in the next video. Later!